It's another time.
It's another what?
Oh,
It's another FatBoyZTV Street Fighter 6 video.
You good, man?
Yeah, we got. I'm a little sleepy. I'm not gonna lie.
A little.
You know why I'm a little sleepy? The boys been out here grinding Street Fighter 6.
We have been grinding. You've also been boozing.
Yeah. What else is new though?
I don't know.
It's typical. You know, we got Ani over here on the mic with his Jets hoodie on. We got me, your boy Antskii, boozing as usual, as regular, schmegular, and we got Mim on the sticks.
Mim,
How you doing, people?
Mim immediately regrets this match because he's against a Wi-Fi connection player.
Man, it's frustrating because I've been getting better.
You have been getting better, but you've seen the difference between Wi-Fi and regular.
Yeah. Crazy fact, I've been competing against you guys.
Yeah, you've been playing well.
And I'm the bottom of the bottom.
Yeah, no, you've been playing well. Legitimately, the improvement has shown. Obviously, like, maybe not as fast as you expected.
Yeah.
But the thing is, improvement isn't shown on just how you do. It's also the little things you do and how you perform them when you do certain shit.
And I want to give a huge shout out to the FGC, the fighting game community.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have been playing this game nonstop for years. You guys have been grinding, putting that time in, and I'm nowhere near where y'all at. But I do appreciate how much time you've been putting in to be where you're at. And I want to say, like, I commend y'all. It's a tough grind. It's a tough game. But I'm here. I'm here to put the work in just like y'all and, you know, and put the time in like y'all.
I want to track back to a question we asked a while ago. What do you consider, is fighting games one of the harder genres of games nowadays?
Oh, absolutely. It's, you know what it is? It's like, all right, I could go into any sports game, right? Because I'm a big sports game guy. Right. I can go into any sports game. I'm typically Madden and 2K. Very, very high IQ on 2K. Not to boast, not to brag, but I know how talented and how skilled I am. But this game, it took me how long? I've been playing this game, Street Fighter 6, since it came out with you guys.
Yeah, since June.
Since June. It's and now October, almost November now, and I'm just now seeing things more. You know what I mean? I'm just now seeing the way people react to certain things and just the timing and what's punishable, what's not punishable, and I'm still learning every day. Every day I play.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of fighting games. Is like you can learn, you can do shit and have fun, but the learning curve for where you go to beginner to like good and like really good, like there's a steep curve. Yeah.
And I still feel like I'm lingering around beginner and good.
Bro, I still feel like I learn new shit every day.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, even playing you offline, I have some good matches against you. I put some good damage. Right. Maybe I'll take a round here and there, but I'm picking up more. And it's one of those things where, like, you put in the time, you put in the hustle, you put in the grind, and you feel the rewards from that.
Yeah, it's also important to understand that, like, no matter how good you play, you get blown up.
Oh, 100%.
If you lose and if you get perfected, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's always somebody.
Someone catches stride in a round. You might get perfected one round, but perfect them the next.
100%. My theory in life is in any aspect of life, whether it's video games, whether it's like playing sports back in the day, there's always somebody out there that wants it more than you and that's working harder than you. So work harder than that guy. Can I work harder in this game? Absolutely. You know, I put in 2 to 3 days a week on this game.
Yeah.
I could do more. And I want to do more.
But there's someone that puts 2 to 3 hours a day.
Hey, listen, there's someone out there right now, Ani, that's putting 7 days a week on this game.
Yeah. Or 3-4 hours a day.
Who's unknown, right? And who's unknown out there in this world that, hey, maybe at the next tournament, he might light it up. And shout out to that dude.
Never know.
Whoever you are.
Look, your favorite. You went to Evo and you gravitated immediately towards Mena.
Mena's the man. It's just, the way he carries himself.
Yeah, but he came out of nowhere, too. Bro, he won Capcom Cup at, 19 years old?
That's crazy.
He's just a boy from the VR. He lives in Boston, I think.
He lives in Boston?
I think so.
That's crazy.
Right? Is that right?
The way he plays, like, his hands on the remote bug me out. Because I'm a big jammer on the remote guy. Like I feel like I'm very aggressive the way I play.
No, he holds it weird too.
The way the top buttons, the L1, L2, R2, R2, R1, R2. The way he flicks off them is crazy. It's just watching people play in their element and at the skill level they're at. It's crazy.
But Mena RD was also very proactive in his learning. Mm-hmm. So he would message pro Japanese players and be like, "If I come to Japan, can we play?" And they would invite him, and he would stay at their homes and play with top-level competition every day.
Tell him to come to New York and show us, bro.
Yeah, right?
Hold on. I'm going on Instagram real quick.
You're going to find Men RD, aren't you?
I'm going to go DM.
Let's see what we got. Go for it, bro.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna trap him. I'm gonna make a fake profile of a really pretty girl.
No, just use yourself. You're pretty enough.
I'm pretty enough.
Go
yeah,
for
but
it,
you
bro.
don't know if Mena swings that way. Hey, yo, Mena,
He doesn't have to. He could just admire your beauty.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Try it. Let's see what happens. What's the worst he's gonna say? No.
Yeah, exactly. The worst you can say is get the fuck out of my DMs, you weirdo.
Yeah. He might respond. I'll put it on stream.
There you go. Yeah,
Send the DM.
Put my face on there.
We'll put it on. Send the DM.
But no, shout out to the FGC because like this is like a job. This is full time. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Mim. He lost that first game in pretty embarrassingly, honestly, and he won the next two.
Yeah, you get Mim's face right now. Like
When I said embarrassing,
it's a grind. And shout out to y'all in the FGC that grind every day to be where you're at and be where, you know, from where you came from to where you're at.
now that being said, get in there and embarrass yourself, man.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, Cammy. Oh my God.
She gets me brick.
Nice.
Super Mario. Super Mario.
Anyway, Mim, you heard all of what Ant was saying. Ant was actually showing respect. He understands how difficult fighting games are, and he was giving much respect, he needed respect to all members of FGC.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot of respect for the FGC. You know, they do this nice thing where I feel like not a lot of people are gatekeeping the FGC, right?
I think everyone's welcome.
I
Legit.
feel, not even just like welcome and playing. I mean, like even with like the tech, like nobody's like developing tech and is like, nah, I'm not like. Obviously, of course, like if you develop like something new, you're gonna wait till a tournament to bust it out, right? Like you want to bust it out on, like the main
Yeah, that's
stage.
different. Yeah.
That's a little different, but nobody's like gatekeeping like what are setups. Like a lot of people are very proactive on Twitter about like, oh yeah, this is what you can do. There's this one page I follow on Twitter. This guy, his name is all like Japanese kanji and like, that's all he posts on about Ken and like Ryu tech.
Yeah.
Bro, that's where I get like all my Ken tech from. The guy just posts all these clips of like setups of like corner tatsu, safe jump setups, meaties, and I'm like, god damn. People are like, this guy had to be a developer in the game because there's no way he's like figuring this shit out.
No, but like, look, we were at Mixmaster, right? Like last week or whatever, and we like I do use some of the Honda stuff I do, you know, where like I have the opportunity to get my Oicho or whatever, and immediately after the match, like I walk up to them, I'm like, yo, just so you know, like you have to jump that.
You got to neutral jump.
Or you got it. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Invincible.
Like, they're not like
we don't gatekeep.
Nobody gatekeeps. Everyone's very quick to like show like this is the tech, this is the safe jump setups, this is what you can do to better yourself.
It's a legitimate family.
Yeah. Like at the end of the day, of course, everybody wants to win the tournament. Of course. Don't get me wrong.
But we want better competition.
That's also
that's what the beauty of this community is, and I have to shout out the community for like it's love is what
like
it is.
you said,
Ant
like
said it best.
MenRD was like, you know, like he reached out like the rivalry, like not rivalry, but like him and Tokido always go head to head, right?
Yeah.
But you know when he's out in Japan, like they say that he stays with Tokido, and they grind.
And he goes to the
Title Station
to play
like,
sets.
yeah, I wonder how popular that is nowadays. I remember it used to be like the
I'm sure
spot.
you can still go.
But like that's all it's about, you know.
Yeah.
Like you said, when we went to Mixed Masters, I forgot, I can't off the top of my head, I can't remember the Marissa you played's name, and I can pull it up. I'm sure.
I remember his actual name, but like I don't want to throw that out there.
But you know we went to that
Nice,
Mixed
yeah.
Masters, and we're over
I
here.
mean, hopefully you're watching that. Yo, I appreciate the sets, bro, and the Marissa tech you gave me is invaluable.
I for the life of me I can't remember it, but he was like, you know, like off the target combo, the strong, you Gladys to make it safe.
Yeah.
Gladys to make it safe. He's like, because it puts you at a distance where you can't be punished. So he's like, you just got to pretty much got to time that.
You got to parry it.
That parry, right? Because you can't really do anything else up to it because he's armored up.
Yeah.
So
I immediately come and pass that info to Ant.
Yeah, and there's so much tech. Like we immediately found out, like quickly, like Gladius is not safe at the legs.
Yeah.
So we passed that message along. I'm always in the middle of running sets when we're playing together. I'm like, yo, this what did I tell you? Oh, I'm telling you what's my safe jump setup with Ken.
Well,
Because it's because I'm trying to win, but at the same
we're
time,
also helping each other out.
trying to get you better.
But anyway,
we're all grinding to master, right?
Yeah, of course. But my thing is, I just want to shout out the FGC for the love they have for everyone, for the community, the friendship, the acceptance. Like, Ant never played fighting games in his life, right?
No.
He decided to come with us to Evo. And
He did.
From what he said it was one of the best experiences he's ever had. Everyone was super welcoming. Everyone was a fan. Everyone helped him out. Like, no one was gatekeeping anything. Everyone was on his side. Everyone wants to see him succeed, even you players.
Of course, there's like, you know, like you got like salt and like the FGC, like where like people are like have some bad blood or whatever.
That's what makes the best
But
moments.
that's natural. That's just how it goes. For the most part, like you said, they are striving together to get better content, to get better competition, to get better everything. Because what's the fun in beating somebody that like, you know, like if we did a tournament, what's the fun in if you beat Ant?
Yeah.
It's no fun. But if Ant knows what he's doing and Ant's like, you know, getting better in gameplay, it's like more rewarding of a victory, if that makes sense.
Of course, if Ant beats me, I get happy. Like when we're playing, if he legitimately like gives me a tough round, I'm happy
Because he's learning.
because it's improving.
He's putting the time in.
And you know what it is like me and you both know, and Jet knows. It's like it's not easy to get good. Like,
No, it takes a while.
it's not easy at all.
People want to, you know, people always say in like Street Fighter 6, like master rank is just like it's so dumbed down. Like if you just play long enough, eventually you'll get it. Which maybe is true, maybe. But at the end of the day, good bait with that level 3. I don't know if that was intentional or what, but
Seemed like it.
at the end of the day, like it's not easy. This is people talking about like we're talking about people that have been playing Street Fighter for years, right? That they can grind, and after a while they'll just get master rank. But so a newcomer is not going to just play, and get master rank. Like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Is that it?
It's 1-1. Yeah. No, you won the first one. You got to use your level 3s when you got them, man. It's tough, but...
You drive impact is level 3. You don't have to do level 3. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Take
you
the
don't have to do
damage.
nothing
You don't have to get creative with it.
But yeah, no, it's the learning... like I said to him, like, the learning curve is tough.
Yeah,
But
we're all
there's
very
the
welcoming.
the reward of it is amazing.
100%.
You feel legitimately rewarded.
That feeling of like, I not like I beat my opponent because like, oh, like I got lucky in the scramble, or you know, like that wake up level 3 really helped me out. I won.
Yeah.
That feeling of like I won because I was the better player is just it's unmatched. You know.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. We take wake up level 3s and we take like scramble wins.
you
but
take-
like there's something
you'll
so
take-
rewarding.
But you know, even like a wake up level 3 or a scramble win, it's like you'll take it, but you can argue that it was the right move and that's what led you to be the better player, right?
Yeah, block.
This game you win.
There you go.
So I'm just saying, like, when you can sit down and like you beat this cameo right now, you tell yourself, like, look, from start to finish, I was the better player.
Yeah.
You know, I at no point was this guy did he match my level of play or anything like that.
Yeah.
It just feels good. But also when you lose and you know you got to hold that L and you can't argue well he spammed this or he spammed that or
No.
you know he out neutraled me. He out reacted my buttons. He had the right reads. It's a bittersweet loss. It's like I got to hold that L until next time.
Yeah.
You know?
But
the shame is that a lot of times online you'll never get that next time. But your locals, you'll always get that next time.
But the best part about it is like even if you lose, you're like, okay, as long as you like learn what you did wrong.
That's what I'm saying. It's bittersweet.
Yeah, but you have to take a learning experience.
That's what I'm saying. It's bittersweet. It's like,
just-
yeah, I got to hold this L for now. But now next time,
I got you.
well, that's why you know tournament rules, round robin, two set elimination is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
You hold that L, and it's just like it burns that passion. Have you ever noticed like if you get put in from your winners finals and you get knocked down to losers finals, right?
Yeah.
And you win and you get to grand finals. If you reset bracket, like the momentum is all in your like it's your favor, right? Like you just reset. You reset it. You put him into losers. That was a good reaction on this part.
That was very good.
You put the guy into
good. It's so
losers. You reset the bracket. It's like you can
round.
tell yourself like, oh, I've learned what he was doing, and now like I'm adapting.
Yeah.
And so that win feels all the much better. Not that I would know because I never win, but
no, I know what you mean. But like, even when you like, you don't have to win with flashy combos. You don't have to do any crazy shit.
nice
Keep
when you
pairing.
do.
It is nice when you do. Don't get me wrong.
When you get
But
the
like
flag.
the satisfaction you get from just controlling space and beating someone because they're not understanding how you're controlling space better than they are. There's something there. Like dominating someone, forcing them to walk back, like all the stuff that's like just the neutral. You know?
Well, that's what I mean, that's a different kind of play style. Like Ken all rush down, right?
Yeah, but you still control neutral.
A lot of this you know, obviously I'm offline, like off camera. There's a lot of times I'm playing where I just bully people with just fireball and annoy the shit out of them. I just don't even bother letting them get in. Huh?
Yeah, he's not even the best fireball.
No, but you know what? It's a tactic. It works, and this guy has to hold that out.
Yeah, true.
It's a different style of win. Did I do the flashy combos? No, but did I fucking? Oh,
Yeah,
now
ready
you
for
get
level
fucking-
3 here.
But
I would just buffer it. Oh, level 3,
do
do
it.
it. Down forward, punch. Oh no.
he went
Careful,
for the
block,
flashy
block,
stuff.
block.
He went for the flashy stuff. You're such a fucking
You're a sick
asshole.
fuck. Oh, good parry. Wait, he somehow won. Oh my God! You know what? We take scrambles.
As we were saying, we don't like the flashy stuff.
We take scrambles. But see, like, look how rewarded he is right now. Like, look at him.
He's more relieved than anything.
Yeah, but that was also fun. All right, let me get one.
You know what they say though, man.
FGC unless you play Cammy.
You know what they say though, man. Ho's gonna be a Ho, so I come playing Cammy.
Much love to the FGC unless you play Cammy or Kimberly.
Listen, whatever character you pick. I'll tell you what though, I have not played a lot of Hondas.
Whatever character you pick except for Honda.
Yeah. Whatever you character you pick except the Honda.
Honestly,
Yuri,
whatever
Marissa,
character
and Ken.
If you play, it doesn't matter who you pick. As long as you're not picking JP, Ken, Luke, Guile, DJ, Chun-Li, Cammy, or Kimberly, you're like an A+ in my book.
So let me ask you, number one overall worst character you play against, or like the most hated character you play against. Like, what do you hate playing against the most that like takes you out of your element completely?
Kimberly.
Yeah, no, I can say Kimberly. Me too.
Kimberly, and I'll deal with Cammy's before I want to deal with Kimberly's.
I could deal with
I can tell you why.
Kimberly. Why?
It's just that rush down, always scramble. Not always scramble. It's just so much of a rush down, so much pressure. It's like she's always doing something. The character is always moving. Tough. Whether she's fucking running up your chest and like 50-50 flip and you got to guess is it forward, neutral, grab, or worse than a 50-50. So it's just always so much happening.
My thing is like, all right, as a beginner, right?
Yeah.
It's hard because like you're trying to break down the game, you're trying to see things, and like you don't know what's punishable, what's not punishable. Those things are like irrelevant to you, those phrases. And
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know frames.
You're just
trying to piece things together in the beginning.
You're not gonna know frame data until you're Diamond 4.
Exactly.
That's when you're gonna start learning. Like, all right, this is like what's here, what's legitimately punishable here and there.
Exactly.
Like that's when I would put the spot of like really learning frame data and stuff.
So what I could say as a new player, maybe a lot of people relate to that, is like, all right, you the first maybe second round, like the data, right? You collect data. All right, you're seeing like, all right, if I throw this punch, that punch while he's doing this and that,
you learn.
It's he's gonna hit me back first, or like if they throw this fucking air command, they shoot down and kick you in this way, you know, just to speak in noob terms, like in very simple terms, you're like, all right, he missed those, I blocked those, now I'm gonna throw a punch back, but you can't throw a punch back because it's not punishable.
He's still
and
plus.
They can recover. Yeah, they're plus. That's the phrase. Like from noob to pro.
Yeah.
Like not pro, but like someone who's very experienced, as in yourself. Like you're like, oh man, I can't do that again. So that's where like I have the passion to learn. I want to learn more. That's where I'm picking those things up, and the game is like, all right, from June till now, the game it's not slowing down, I want to say, but like I'm starting to see these things.
You're seeing them more where
the first time I played it,
them more punishable, right?
Yeah, or I can't do this against this guy
because he can answer with this button.
Exactly, and one of the things you taught me in the beginning was like, all right, if they're blocking your YY, stop right there and block, because they're gonna hit you with something. If they block this, they're gonna punish you with that.
But it turns out actually I've learned that move is extremely unsafe, so you can actually get punished for it. But like in the most basic sense, you see a lot of new players, before we skip on to the next match, you see a lot of new players do like, oh, I get a crouching Y, or I get a fucking crouching strong, or even a target combo, right? With Ken, the kick. You gauge the distance, right? Ken's target combo of forward roundhouse is extremely punishable. Even if you cut it off at 2 or 1, it's still very punishable. There are characters that you want to keep it ambiguous. If all you do is punch, and then let's say for Marissa you do the Superman punch, it gets predictable. I'm gonna know to parry. I'll perfect parry it. Not gonna get a lot of damage. I'll get, more importantly, screen position. I can carry you to the other side of the screen. Now you're cornered,
which is a whole nother different part of the game.
Screen
positioning is another huge
you have to
aspect.
mix in. You have to mix in so much utility. You'll see me with Ken. We make the jokes that I like to burn out. You're going to see me fucking...
Big chip guy.
You're going to see me use my heavy punch, drive rush into his face, heavy punch again, standing strong because I'm still plus. He can't press a button. He has to respect that. If he doesn't, I get a full combo. He has to block it. I'll drive rush again, or I'll fucking drive impact. Now he doesn't know what to guess. If he presses a button and I drive impact, he's going to eat a full combo.
And that's way deeper than anything.
So it's just like you got to think of it as chess. You got to think of it as chess. You got to think 3 moves ahead.
No, that's another thing. The fighting game community, more than any other game, like the fighting games in general, is more chess than
there's a lot of layers that are going.
We'll get into the next match and we'll talk more about that. All right, so now, Mim, you know, a lot of talking, a lot of chat, a lot of chopping it up from me and you, which I think is a good thing, because you have beginner, and someone who's very experienced. Let's continue that. We have a Blanca here.
Yeah, this character, everything we've set up in Tunnel just goes out the window.
Yeah,
Look
I'm
at
not
this
gonna
guy.
lie.
Look at this fucker. He's hopping around.
I hate unpredictability, and someone who's trying to catch up to the speed of the game and just trying to see movements and all, he's someone who is very annoying movements as
But
well.
that is part of the game. Like, yes, you want to think of it like, oh, you want to think of, let's play. Like we said, we referred it to chess. Right? Let's play a chess match. All right, I'm gonna do this. What is his What is he gonna react with? What is he gonna press? What is he gonna do? Blanca, in his own sense, kind of throws it out the window. Kimberly too. It's just like you can't predict what I'm gonna do, right?
Yeah.
It's in that sense of like, it's like, what does your game knowledge matter if you can't? If I don't know what I'm gonna do next,
Yeah.
right? Which I always throw out that analogy, but I'm sure the Kimberlys and the Blancas know what they're doing next. It's just being a fucking asshole, but in the grand scheme of things, like, it's just very hard to guess because of the character's unpredictability. Blanca has this beautiful option if he can jump back and still attack forward because he's a charge character, so he can do his Blanca ball forward. So it makes it constantly ambiguous. It's like, oh, is he really retreating, or is he gonna actually? Is he retreating, or is he gonna continue the pressure?
No. Okay.
And it's something so small like that.
The unpredictable. All right. So now there's drawbacks to that, though, right?
He's very punishable.
What would
if
you?
you
Yeah, I was gonna
guess
say.
right.
What would you think his drawback is?
If you guess right and you say, let's say, oh, he went ahead and did jump back air Blanca ball into pressure, it's very punishable. Same thing like a die kick. Same thing like Jerry's die kick. Same thing. It's high risk, high reward.
Okay.
Right?
That's what I was gonna say. But a lot of these characters, like, all right, the more unpredictable. Like, to me, Ken is very unpredictable too.
Could be.
I want to say Honda in a way, but he's very limited in his moveset. He has the jump with his ass is just
Butt
dropping on top of you.
Yeah.
He has the headbutts. Like, the way it's unpunishable certain things, I feel like. And the speed at which he could execute these things is tough. But there's drawbacks to these characters that are less predictable and that are more predictable.
Honda is, you argue like, oh, you can't punish his headbutt. That's so unfair.
Yeah.
But if you remove that headbutt out the game, let's say you use your tools that you have in the game. You have parry.
Yeah.
You can parry it. Whether you get a perfect parry or not, you can parry it and completely mitigate that damage. It's like it never existed. Now, he lacks walk speed. He lacks anti-air. Besides headbutt, he lacks walk speed. He lacks, combo potential if he doesn't have the sun power up. He lacks, like I said, anti-air. Besides headbutt, he doesn't really have good options.
Yeah.
He has a lot of utility that he doesn't really have that some of these other characters do have.
Okay.
He doesn't. His ability to move you across screen is good if he uses super gauges. That's his only really option. Huh? That's another one. That Resident Honda main can't really have a low mix-up, which is very important in this game because low is where you're going to open up most of your combos. So it's a very big drawback.
Okay. See, that's the good thing. That's what you gotta respect the genius of the creating of this game because every character's so unique, right? Like a lot of them have certain things, but then they take away from it, and then others have certain counters to certain things. That's where it's more of like a chess match.
Well, that's why every character, more important than just learning your character. This kid's playing on 180 millisecond delay, by the way. More important than learning your character, you have to learn your opponent's character. You have to know what each and every other character does because they have no two characters play the same. No matter how much you want to argue that Ryu and Ken are clones, they don't play the same at all.
No. It's just more of all right, they're a good matchup for each other.
And that's where frame data comes into effect more.
You got to break it down to a science almost.
You got to. Frame data is the best. A simple analogy would be to boxing, right? What do you do in boxing? You're going to throw out your jab, punch. You're not going to swing for the fences right from the round start. You throw a jab to gauge the distance. Same concept as Street Fighter. You're throwing light punches, light kicks to gauge the distance, and you're safe. You can't really punish somebody on a light kick unless your fucking reactions are out of this world. You're not going to punch somebody with that.
Interesting. It's basically, to me, what it comes down to is how much time you put into this.
The more time, the more.
And that's pretty much it. This was a great chat. Shout out to the FGC. This is a little Drake love letter, little Eminem stan. If you're hearing this, Mom Spaghetti.
For those who've been playing these fighting games for a long time, it makes more sense. And it's just a little
even for the newbies.
Even for the newbies, but it's a little something from us to the FGC, a little thank you for everything. You really taught us so much. I've been playing this shit since I was 14, 15. We're talking about
it's a long time.
Younger, yeah. We're talking about CVS 2.
We're talking about over 15 years.
We're talking about 03. That's like 20 years ago.
Over 20 years of your life almost.
More, bro. Stopping at the laundromat to play MVC2 with Ariane after school, bro. It's a long time. But like, legitimately, like sitting down and learning the game since like 2010. Since 2010. Crazy. So it's been a while.
I remember we went to a movie theater, me and you, and we watched them. We just happened to be in the same movie theater at the same time, and we just ended up picking up the sticks on a little Street Fighter 2 arcade game. But yeah, shout out to y'all, the FGC. From somebody who's new to the game and new to the community, I respect and I appreciate y'all.
We always appreciate you guys for everything
you do.
And
the other 3 resident guys on this channel who's been in it for way longer than I. We love y'all and shout out to y'all, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe as always.
Peace.
FatBoyZTV out.